One best of 5, and effectively RJM could be a top 3 and moving on to the knockout stages. We've seen it once and twice before. Even Rix Ronde would like to add another tournament win to his collection. The guard straight over there, Mike Boy tips it wide and high, it goes into the air, but it still funnels it out. Rix Ronde across, Mike Boy, tame, dribbled, beaten, and Rix will just watch his teammates clear down the line, and God drops it down. RJM on the attack now.
Rix Ronde taking it high, having to back off, and Mike Boy can push in. The 50, landing straight over to Rizix, and Mike Boy can tap it high as the back off though. As Mingo pushing upfield, a pitiful touch will go absolutely nowhere though, and Gaiad in the air, he can't find it either, but Team Somnium in the counter now. Getting a bit of pressure going as Mingo out to the corner, low on boost, putting the pressure on, looking for the bumps. The ball goes to centre once more, no follow up, the counter attack, Rizix hitting it high. The follow-up's there from Rix Ronde, dropping down to Mike Boy, to the backboard once more, saved by Mingo. Gaiad can't get a touch, kill, he's up and dropping it past one. Gaiad to the backboard trying to follow up, can't find a second touch, and it's cleared away by Mike Boy. RJM facing a good bit of pressure to start things off, they're dealing pretty well with it at the moment.
The time being, but it's Mike Boy across, Rizix is there, stacked to the backboard be an option. Rix Ronde, I like instinct, he was lurking around the box, being straight across, and RJM, well, they'll be dropping a letter again. They've dropped a goal there, 90 seconds plus and gone against them, 1-0.
A 1-0 start for the Team Somnium side. Mingo just dribbling that through, give a good start to the Spanish side, and RJM, they're facing a lot of pressure to start things off their own way. Set in stone that they would concede eventually. They've not done much on the offensive side, not really had that push through they were looking for. Team Somnium had all the pressure. The shots may not have been up to the highest of degrees, but eventually one will just slip by is exactly what happened, and RJM going to look to make up for those starting mistakes. A launch up from Rix Ronde, easily saved by killing out to the corner, and Mike Boy's pushing in though, trying to bring it around. Off the steal and it rolled. Over to Rizix, the drop down to the backboard will not work out. This Gaiad to the backboard. Find a second touch, the drop down centre. Mingo to the side wall, trying to find a teammate. Intercepted by Mike Boy, sent back to their own half in a moment. As Kerr drops it down, and find a second touch, but takes it away over one and sends it to the side wall. But a quick return from RJM, which sends Somnium straight back to the defence, and that just scrapes past the goal line. And we still remain 1-0 in favour of Team Somnium.
Rix there just stretching a few ligaments there from the opposition side. He's warming up quite nicely. Tries to drop it down. Not quite can't see it across. Mike Boy across Rix. Bit of time, patience required under this one. One beaten, slightly bumped into there. Still has the recovery. Mike Boy has an option, decides to go alone. Foolish for the time being. And guard straight down. Where is the defence? Rix Ronde straight there, covers the mistake. Mike Boy on target. Rix Ronde has a date with the opposition. He decided to infiltrate and bump them out of the way. What a pace.
Rix Ronde going to get expelled soon for all this bullying. Just launch someone out of the net, and Mike Boy, the easiest goal to be lively, a wide open net to shoot in, has tied up this game 1-1. This kill off the kickoff can take it into the corner. No follow-up touch with a throw away that possession that Somnium worked off of the kickoff. It's Mike Boy dropping it centre, the ball bounces high, Kill can't get it away. He's got the boost to follow. The flip reset trying to force it away through. Ball lands out centre to Mingo. That's coming through centre, and that's an own goal. RJM just throwing away a tied up game. Just some silly mistakes.
Even with all the experience, Rix Ronde decides to do his best turbo impression. Put it in your own net. Not wise to do, but 2-1, 1 minute 30 underneath that clock there. Still ticking down. RJM have a deficit. They want to regain. Lisa tied up, trying to get themselves back into the position. Infield pass cut out. That might slip on in. Mike Boy will just sigh a bit of relief here. Infield pass has to go over to Rix Ronde, but Rizix decides to go up for it, and it will be the Dutchman himself waiting patiently in the back line.
And Rizix pass into his own corner. We're trying to take it higher for one as it drops down over to Kill, and he can get a touch. Trying to find a second, but beat out. But Team Somnium are on the attack once again. They've got a 2-1 lead at the moment, trying to extend that to 3-1. Is Mike Boy with a good 50, keeping that in the midfield. The pressure remains for RJM, looking for equaliser ahead of Rizix. Bringing it in front of net. The drop down from Rich Ronde, not slipping by. Rizix on the return of the ball, bounded off the corner. Mike Boy dropping down, will be caught by Kill in a launch up field. Maybe slip by. Rich Ronde find the save. The pass out from Gaiad over to Mingo. Let's send it to the corner. Be out by a Mike Boy. And Rizix bringing it round off the corner, off the back wall now. Not able to be found. And Team Somnium keep it out for now.
Seconds and under RJM. RJM has to get that one out. They did not. All of the things you can ask for go in the last few dying seconds against him. That's game one dead, Barry gone in RJM. Boyle. Well, a bit of work to be done for game two.
Certainly a bit of work to be done. Not the best of starts to this game number one. They're unable to tie it up, instead facing a 3-1 defeat. Going into game number two, I did say they might have one throwaway game, so I am still expecting them to be able to come back. But Team Somnium, a very good start, especially from Mingo. 3 goals, 3 shots, some excellent striking.
Well, credit to, of course, the opposition from Spain. Their shots were on target. They put the issue. Rix Ronde, you had a bit of questions there. That own goal, of course, forced by his 2 teammates, effectively double committing. But this is not a sign that we sat there and thought. We've seen the rival team in Civet being battered and bruised, slightly damaged to the rival quality. We're going to see it happen twice again here with RJM.
You know, I expect RJM to bring this back, but it does have the question of why was Somnium able to take full advantage of it? Of course, we've seen that own goal from Rich Ronde, which is not a very good showman. As I said, I had a few questions about him on this squad. Not the best of starts of a showing. He dropped game number 1, but it's game 2. A new time. It could be an early goal for Somnium as they're straight on the attack. Coming centre, cleared away for a moment. His kill backs off, sending it to the corner. Right, boy. A small pop, disrupting the play for a moment. Not much coming from it. Gaiad off the post will find the save, and Rich Ronde just flying into the ball, nowhere near the ball. Will not find his touch. And Somnium keeping out for now is killing the counter attack, getting bumped and getting demoed. Battered, amber, bruised. RJM looking for this early goal. The drop down from Mighty Boy, weak. Nowhere near going in. The Rich Ronde taps that high. Still, the pressure's there. Gaiad another save. Mighty Boy pushing in. RDM all over the Somnium defense at the moment, but he cannot get a good enough shot to fall through this defense.
Well, a minute gone, and as you said, the defense holds, but again, the catapult really is unwinding here. Mike Boy sets it up, can't see it across Riggs. He has an option infield pass. That's the difference between the two quality there. When you see Mike Boy and Rizix, it went for the shot. Riggs will just play to his teammates of quality. The play is there. Riggs over. Back again, 1-2. Anybody to finish it off? It seems to be no. The ball, the chance. All right, it goes, and Rizix drops all the way back. Mike Boy decides to push. Beaten too early, 90 seconds gone. RJM have forgotten the key point in the game. You have to score to win.
And these shots are really not been up to the standard I expected from RJM. They've had the shot this game around, but they've been nowhere near threatening. Just soft taps towards net is not the key to scoring. The launch up field, it will meet Mighty Boy. Saved by Gaiad. Rich Ronde pushing in. He cannot connect. The ball falls to Mighty Boy once more and heading to the back wall. That pressure coming out from Somnium. It all lands to Kill. A shot saved by Rizix, but the ball still up high. Gaiad on the drop down, trying to find a teammate in the process, but Rizix can take control. A pop over one. The push upfield. It could be the start of a play. The ball bounded off the back wall. Gaiad beating out Rich Ronde. Will clear it upfield once more. And a great dunk in a pass out centre. Not able to be saved. And Team Somnium have the lead in game number 2.
Well, rival teams are being smacked around at the nice cactus, the superstar. The league itself, Season 3, providing a few little cheeky mysteries, and unfortunately the package that RJM got on their front doorstep, not nice. They will look to send it back to the manufacturer as Rix tries to make something of his own. An infield pass, but back over to himself by the wall. That's on target. Ming's trying to cross over to Mike Boy. Anywhere on target would do. He decides to go for the pass, and Rix Ronde, he's got a massive hammer, and he wallops down the house. What a pace.
Finally, they're able to equalise as Rix Ronde is flying in. We'll bang that to the top corner of the 50. We have a tied up game for game number 2. 2 minutes 20 seconds left. 1 apiece. The ball heads to the side. Well, Gaia quick off the ceiling, trying to find that lead once again, but gets beat out. 50-50. And the ball heads to Rix Ronde. A flick up high, trying to meet Rizix, but a bit too slow on the approach. Nightboy just gonna throw the possession away, straight to the Somnium side. They've got full control. It's Mingo a demo on Nightboy, taking him out the play for a moment. Kill taking it high. Ready on the respawn, a little clear out of field, but on to Gaia once more, and alone straight back to the RJM net. Saved by Nightboy, and a clear pass one. Let's run the attack high, the pass is not connecting. Resets to the sidewall, trying to find a pass, looking, but his glasses are not on. These passes not connecting from RJM. Throwing away their chances, the ball drops in front of net. Rix Ronde, a backflip. The simplest of mistakes and let that one slip through.
Well, you can say and blame Rix Ronde. Mike Boyd had a one job to do, get a touch there. Expecting the keeper to save that one. He has to rely on the teammates. He gets punished effectively for the flip 2-1 and RJM again like game 1. Trails, tries to find a way back into it. They haven't an immediate chance. Unfortunately, Mijiel as it is, blocked. And again, the attack here for their opposition side. Somnium finding ways to go through. But Mike Boy, flip reset, pass one, pass the defence, 2 apiece. RJM finally done what they couldn't do before.
And this is the thing I expect from RJM. Some good shooting, good plays. They have tied this up. But Team Somnium have still seemed to got their number at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick return RJM. They've got to try and score soon and take this lead. Tied up game is not enough, and going to overtime, well, they've lost the lead so many times, they've lost the tied game so many times, I should say. Why wouldn't it not happen once more? They need to score soon. The pass out centre. Well on to Nightboy. It could be top corner. Rix Ronde. What a shot off the backboard. 3-2 to RJM, and they finally have a lead.
You can imagine in the comms, Rix is saying, that's all me. And damn right it was too. Pass it across. Mike Boy there, the assist, of course. Credit where it's due. RJM back within it. And maybe he can show a bit more class, substance, and here he is trying to do what Mike Boy done earlier. Double touch, not quite round. Rizix, on the other hand, tries to finish it off. Oh, RJM, welcome back into the series. It is only game 2, but with the short distance of a B05, there's plenty of time still to rummage around.
Rix Ronde, the launch up field, Kill will collect the ball, but Nightboy quick on the return, not letting Somnium break through. With only 20 seconds left for RJM to hold on and tie up this series. With Rix Ronde just slapping out under the last defender, 4-2. I think we can say that RJM will secure game number 2.
Well, there was a few doubts by Boyo saying Rix Ronde might not be suited. Well, game 2 just shows you what the man can offer, rightly so, but their opposition, to give credit to them, they made them work for it. The game was even till about the halfway point, but RJM has stepped it up in gear, and Rix, just watching Rizix there put one on target there, he felt a little bit left out, but they can cuddle themselves knowing it's one apiece in the series.
It's 1 apiece in the series at RJM, coming back from that first defeat, and after the shaky start to game 2, Rix Ronde got his shooting boots on, and he started scoring some goals. 3 goals out of the 4th scored by RJM. He was full on that striking position, did a good job at it, and he got RJM that win. Team Somnium, they were not able to kind of work to that change of RJM's pressure, And it came a bit too much for them and letting those goals slip through.
Somnium, as you say, did let a few things slip in, but even on an offensive standalone 5-4-4, respectively for Gadman and Kill in that order, you can see the amount of pressure RJM exerted onto them. It was relentless, non-stops too. I'm not saying Justice wasn't a great fit for the team, it was fabulous, but when Rix comes into it, when you talk about a man 5 seasons in the Rival Series Plus, you can only sit there and say, teach me some, because he has wealth of knowledge, and frankly he's passed it on to the other two. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Game 3 underway.
It's game number 3, RJM versus Team Somnium. Tied up serious, RJM. A shaky start to game 1 and a shaky start to game 2. They'll be able to bring it back at the end. So here, we know how well they can do. Will they keep it up? The ball falling out to Rex Ronde on the side wall. Get it past 1. Dropping it down over to Kerr. He takes it high off the corner. Can't find a second touch, and a slow start for Somnium. Is they're stuck in their own half, not fighting their way out. Kerr getting a second touch. Mango's there to clear it upfield, but the ball lands to Mike Boy once more. And a quick return back. Will not give Somnium any chance to develop an attack, and instead put him back in the defence at once more.
Kills through the cross, moving that downfield. Mike Boy pops it up. Here comes Rizak straight there. On the other hand, drops it back into the corner. Rix Ronde, unfortunately, outbeaten by Kill. Hasn't said that since game 1, realistically. They were outplaying him at times, but he's adapted well. Rizak, Mike Boy, not connecting that time. The see-through ball, not quite on point as a minute goal. And Kill just catches, unfortunately, leaves it to his teammate there. At least the opposition has options here. They didn't have it in game 2, Boy, and Mike Boy back in the defensive half.
Rex Ronde. With the pass out to Mike Boy on the dribble over 1. Over to Rizek. Saved by Kill, and another shot going wide. Rex Ronde on the pass back to Mike Boy. It will connect. The pass out to Rizek's high. Mike Boy quickly past 1. Saved by Mingo. The pass out centre. RJM with all the pressure to the side wall. And the push upfield from Kill. And a slip it under Rizek. Cannot find it. But it's Gaiad now. 0 boost. He's trying to force it away through to the midfield. Can't win the second touch. Cleared away back to Mingo. And so they have to do it all again. But the pressure's still there from RJM. The passes finally connecting. And the shots, well, they are just slipping by.
Oh, that was all from the pass by Rizek. Oh, that was just on point. Operatic it was. A shot by, of course, Rix Ronde. Good. But Somnium down by 1. 2 minutes gone. They have to get away back into the game. Their current play style isn't working. It's evidently on our screens. Rizek though just going across. Rix Ronde up and beaten. And Gerard has an opportunity. Flip reset there. They just pass it 1. Top right, and again RJM leaving the defence in the last second. It works this time, but how many times do they want to have that question rooming around their heads?
Rix Ronde, he can't force his way through. And Gaiad pushing up field, Rizek's base out 1. Gaiad on the 50 will send that to the corner. Mike Boy can get a touch away. Rizek's ready to fall. The pressure remains though as Rix Ronde finally getting a clear up field. Will head to the backboard. The follow-up not able to be found. And Gaiad quick on the counter once more. Not able to get it past Rizek. Ball drops down. A bump on Rizek takes him out of the play for a moment. And Kill pinching it high will be dealt with by Rix Ronde. The drop down. Shut down from the play once again. 2 minutes left. They're trailing by 1 goal at the moment. They're doing a good job in not letting RJM find any more. They're just not finding that equaliser that they're looking so hard for.
Well, he's going to be looking for a little bit more. Sorry, in there on the attack, but again, they've just decided to lump the ball straight forward, and it's just met RJM's midline defence. They've just propped it perfectly well, and Kill back again into the same corner that it was not once, not twice, not even 3 times. There's been too many that even humanity can count as Mike Boy still keeps on the immediate pressure. Rix slows it down, back into the corner with Rince. Just watching, of course, Rizek's bringing across 60 seconds plus with 1 goal. Well, it nearly was 2.
Ronde. Bringing it around the corner, the ball lands to Mingo, and the dribble upfield, a low on a boost. Let's try and get a pass for Rizek. A good flat car, but the ball lands to Rex Ronde. And the drop down. He gets a touch, but not going anything with it. Off the backboard, though, Rex Ronde. A wonderful shot for RJM. 2-0 up. 55 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, Richard with a great placement there. Rixie really knows how to place it, and well done to him. But again, RJM have to be careful. Don't want to be too foolish to let the lead slip. They built up one comfortably for two. Rizek's down, Mike Boy up to the stack to the back. We're passing over. Rix probably will go for an infield pass back down to Mike Boy. It was evident for me, but Somnium didn't read it though. Rizek straight hunts that one on target. They lump it downfield, 13 seconds. And there, Rex Ronde is just making it awkward. RJM's actually battling themselves now.
Mike Boy in a pinch upfield. 2-goal lead for RJM. Only 15 seconds left. Looks like game 3 is going to go in their favour, and they'll be having a match point 2-1 in the series. And the clock hits 0. RJM, a good turnaround from that start of the series, and Team Somnium have not been able to keep up since. And they are now facing match point and have to do a good bit of work to try and come back. Mingo gonna find the consolation goal, couldn't slip it through. Game number 3 goes in favour of RJM, and they're 2-1 up in the series now.
Just in that last 10 seconds alone, boy, you just seen RJM's pressure. They had literally all of Somnium into the net, basically. And there was a few attempts on an own goal there. Finally, how many times it ricocheted around. But RJM, oh, it's good to see them playing well. Somnium, they give credit to them. They're not on the same level. They're fighting against a mountain of RJM's ability and quality. They have to do something better than just send it long. They've done it too many times. It's being outread, and Rix is just sitting there waiting middle and just plumping those balls left and right to the two teammates. Oh, 2-1 match point.
Match point for RJM. You know, I predicted a 3-1 win in their favour. And it might just come true, but Somnium, give them some credit. They have kept it relatively close. They've just not been able to handle this new wave of pressure from RJM. And this is their last chance to do so. It's game number 4. RJM are 2-1 up. And Somnium, the last bit of hope.
That's a bit of hope there. A technical delay there, and Somnium will be glad to see 60 seconds and a little bit of additional time, hopefully to adapt here. And boy, I did say they needed to change it around here. Didn't think they passed it enough around in defence. It was straight wham bam, and hopefully let it stick onto the opposition half. Don't know if you would agree on to me on that one, but is there anything else that you spotted that maybe I haven't?
It's hard to say with these two teams, as RJM have quickly sped things up and Somnium have not really changed their play at all. They're playing still like they did, beating that game 1 RJM squad, and since RJM have kind of improved and got into the flow of things, Somnium have just kept things up. They're playing like they did this game 1, but it's not game 1 anymore, it's game 4. They're facing match point and they're rejuvenated RJM squad, so they need to change things up.
We'll need to, hopefully, but here, the Superstar League game number 4 between RJM and Somnium resumes a game. Nice Cactus, of course, sitting watching and waiting to see which one will continue on to the knockout stage, and already RJM back on the attack. They do not take any of the break, really. They've continued on, and Mike Boy just slaps that one home. 1-0, 15 seconds gone.
And quick as that, RJM on the attack already, finding a goal to start things off. 1-0 in their favour. The first 15 seconds of game number 4, and they are here to take their series 3-1 and keep their perfect series record, go 3-0 in Group B. And well, I think they're very happy with this result. Somnium trying to say otherwise. On the attack themselves. They're ready to get the pass one. It's a wide open net. The pass over to Mighty Boy just slipping by RJM. 2-0 in game number 4.
Oh, this is sometimes a cruel game. But what a pass, no boost. That's why you need sometimes to have two at the back line. Just to throw a challenge. Kill left a little bit too exposed. And there's Rix just pumping one there on target. Gad being beaten by Mike Boy, but unfortunately the speed's too hot to handle. And Rix has a shot, a drop down ball. He goes alone. We've seen him try this multiple times. He just sits there in free play. Hours and hours just working on that little shot alone. What else does he spend his time on?
Somnium stuck in the defensive half once more. The pass out, intercepted by Rex Ronde. Kill, trying to fight out himself. It will be met over to the backboard. The follow-up nowhere to be found, and Team Somnium sent back to their own half once more. As Rex Ronde sends it centre over to Rex and Hey boy, a tap over one. Keeping the pressure on Team Somnium. Rex Ronde's equal boost. It's going to steal that Somnium boost, get ready for the play once more. Somnium, they're playing way too slowly at the moment. And their passes are no match for RJM's interception in the midfield. As a pass up over to Rizek, trying to drop it down, will not find the back of the net. But it's still a 2-0 lead for RJM. 2 minutes off the clock. They're holding on pretty well at the moment. And Team Somnium have had very little to say about this.
They're on the front foot there. That was the first slip up by RJM. Oh, what a double there of a treble commit. They were throwing themselves onto the ball and kill. Once more, there's a few bumps now. Rizek, what a little save he pulls out. But it's Rix straight across. Infield pass here by Rizek. Mike Boy straight across. What a pinch off the post. The woodwork sit there and say, no more, no. Please stop hitting me, as RJM just cannot stop hitting it too.
Half the game gone. Team Somnium, they need 2 more goals to equalise if they want to stay in this series. It's Kill. Taking up field, gets beat out by Mike Boy. Still on chop high. Over on the dribble, trying to get a flick over one. The ball comes centre and another shot from Rex Ronde going wide. He takes it high one more, trying to extend his lead to 3. They get cleared away for just a moment. RJM fast on the attack, quick in the returns. The team's on him holding on for now, but they're still stuck in defence, but they're trailing by 2. They need to get some attack going, and they need to do it soon.
Talk about 2, they may have seen 3 there. Kill on the other hand to reduce the deficit, not going to happen. Rick's just chasing this one down. If it goes 3, that's the game surely dead and buried. RJL on top here, top of the group 2, and WLF just sits there, waits patiently in the background hoping. But here, Somnium back on the defence as Rick's across into the midline, and Kerr just drops it when it was whiskers away off the post line, the back foot pedal, and Rizek again just tries to hammer and hammer right through, but the force there, Mike Boy on target for the moment.
Oh, just lingering in front of net. And Rizek. The one shot here, Rex Ronde looking for the bump, can't find it. And Gaiad, the pinch not working out. Mike Boy taking it up the corner wall, bringing it centre. That's got to be the series right there. It's 3-0 to RJM. 57 seconds left, match point in their favour. Team Somnium, I feel like this is the end now.
Well, it might be there. We talked about all the equations, the possibilities of maybe Pittsburgh themselves, who were on the streams earlier. It might slip up the 3rd in the rankings and the group standing. If they lose the Somnium, it looks like the case. They have to pull 3 in 40 seconds and under. It's a huge ask for anybody. That's what they have to do against RJM. And right now, it looks like no, possibly not, and definitely not after that.
Every chance they've had, just not working out. RJM. After a shaky first game, have turned things around. Rex Ronde especially, an excellent performance after that game at 1. He's came in, proved his worth on this team. And RJM are going to go 3-0 in Group B at the moment of a 3-1 win of the series, putting them to the top of the standings. And Team Somnium will be dropping to that 4th place spot. A loss against RJM. You know, not a disappointing team to lose to. You know, probably one of our top teams of this group, if not the top. But they felt so close, but they just were not able to adapt to this play.
This rule 0, they've kept it up well. One more attempt and just not able to get it. Hope they were going to, but as you said, RJM, top of the group. Rick's run day established. Not all heroes wear capes. Rick's has certainly won, and don't forget our cameraman at the background there, Ben, too. Fabulous work throughout this too. But here at the Superstar League, sponsored of course by Nice Cactus, it looks like RJM really is the real team to beat.
Yeah, looking like that team to beat, and also looking like WLF up there with them. Of course, their match against Galaxy Bank had been postponed, that we played at a later date, and we really see if WLF keeps their spot at the top as well. If that's the case, week 4 got a very interesting matchup ahead with WLF versus RJM. But of course, that is next week. And this is the end of our matches today. We'll be here tomorrow with some Group A action. That's all we have for Group B. Some exciting results, some maybe unexpected results. But overall, I'm excited to see how the rest of the Superstar League goes with week 4 and week 5 slowly approaching.
Well, how that might appear, and it could all end up, but boy, it's been a pleasure casting alongside you. I did say Ben too, and of course don't forget our sponsors and of course Nice Cactus partnership through Gold Dust, the Rockabay and Firewall, who is of course you saw from Germany's very own Esportsburg. Well, that's been here at the Rocket, and don't forget to spread the love.